Hi, I am Briana Venskus. I am an actress here in LA and I am with DesireList. My favorite thing, and probably the most useful thing in my entire travel collection here, is my Chrome backpack. This thing is out of control. The company's been around for a few years. This one is by far, I think, the best that they've made. Completely waterproof. For someone like me who's always on the go and is constantly either outdoors or on my motorcycle, this is like a no-brainer. I use it pretty much every day. One of the best. Next, I have this amazing jacket here. Like I said, I do ride motorcycles. I found this company probably about a year ago. It's At Wild. It's an all-female run motorcycle women's apparel company, which is super kick-ass. It just looks like a normal jacket, super fly, really cool. You might wear it out for a night on the town. It's also Kevlar lined and ready for you to ride in. So if you're someone like me who maybe rides to auditions or rides to parties or rides to meetings, this is like the absolute go-to because I still look cool, but I'm also protected. Next one, right here on my head. This hat is a yellow 108 hat. I think the coolest thing about this is that you can literally ruin it and go like this, and anyone who owns hats looks at this and goes like, oh my God, what did you just do? Pops right back into shape, like it never happened. I can literally shove this in my suitcase and then pop it right back on my head and it looks just like it did before. Pretty sweet. For someone always on the go, I work in TV, I'm doing a lot of auditions, I always have headshots, I have to send a lot of emails, pictures, whatnot. I have a hard drive that I take with me. It's a Stark design hard drive. I don't know if you guys remember Stark, but he makes like really sleek, awesome stuff. This one's great because it's super light. Literally just plugs into my computer right here in a USB. On the go, my entire computer is on this thing right now, so I'll just throw it in the pool. It's great. I always bring this everywhere. Pops right in here. Good to go. Next, I'm a little old school. I like to write things down. It's a little weird, I know, especially being in the 21st century, but this brand right here, it's called Iron Curtain Press. They're based in Los Angeles. It just looks like a normal notepad. The paper quality is out of this world. And if you're like a paper geek like I am, you'll know how important that is. Just really clean, easy lines, and goes down on it really, really nicely. I don't know, if you like to write stuff down, highly recommend. Always good for it, especially when you're on the go, in the airport, on set, you got a quick idea, write it down in the bag. Next, what should I do? Let's go for the camera, why not? Like I said, I am a photographer. I do love to take photos on a real camera. I have this awesome retro holder for my camera. I actually just bought this on Amazon, which is really cool. Amazon's literally like the golden ticket of the 21st century. Pop this off. Have the camera underneath it. It's the Olympus Pen F. I love this because it has the retro styling. It's a really classic look. It has the weight of a real film camera, but the cool part about it is that it's fully digital. I have an app on my phone that this connects directly to, so I can take a photo like on the spot right now, link it up to my app, download all my photos, and they're right there good to go. Can send them to whoever I need to. So when I'm traveling, especially if I'm out of town for a few months at a time, or if I'm on location and I see something really cool, for me, I'm on set a lot and I'm seeing things that you normally would never see, like blue aliens or dead people. Really cool to snap a shot of them. You have it forever and you have a really high quality shot that you can just carry with you that even though the iPhones are great, they're not quite as good as this. So always good to have this option. And the case is great too. Just buttons right up, have it right here, pop it around your shoulder, around your neck, good to go. Next thing, Leatherman. Maybe not the coolest thing for a lady to carry around. I think it's really cool for a lady to carry around because I'm always ready. It's a little bit harder when you're traveling because you can't necessarily take it in your carry-on, but if you are gone for maybe 2 months or so, like I am on a show, put it in your check bag, you're always ready. It has a little bit of everything. Honestly, like I don't know what these things can't do. There's plenty of knockoffs. I would recommend just buying an actual Leatherman because the quality is super, super solid. You'll have every tool you ever need, always on the go. And it also is like really cool if you're just a lady and a guy's like, oh, I need to unscrew this. And you're like, hey dude, I got you. It's like total points for ladies. Next, one of the coolest things I have ever received. This is a present from my stepdad, but I don't know how I survived without it. This is called a Blue Driver. So basically what this does is it connects into the computer system of your car underneath the steering wheel. They have an app that you download onto your phone, and this diagnoses everything that's happening internally electrically with your car. So say like your check engine light comes on and you're just like, oh, why is this on again? Plug it in, open the app, run a scan, you find out everything that's wrong with your car. No more questions, always know what's going on. I didn't pass the smog check this past year, plugged this in, figured out why, fixed it, passed the smog check. Perfect. Didn't even have to pay anything. Did it all with the Blue Driver. These guys maybe get a bad rap from the Apple fans. I think these are the coolest things that have ever been invented. I held off for about a year not buying these, but then I finally bought them. I switched from Bose, which is like blasphemy because I know Bose is great. But these guys, there's something just about the easy design, goes right in your ear. We were saying before I have short hair, so you can at least tell that I'm wearing them so I don't look totally crazy talking to myself. But I love these. They're easy, pop them in. I sleep with these if I'm on a plane, put on my eye mask, put my music in, knock out, good to go. If you're ever on set and you want to just be left alone, maybe you're trying to get in the mood or If you just don't want to talk to people and you just want them to think you're listening to something, these are the way to go. Love them. And it's easy to charge right here. Next, I think I'll go with this. Let's get a little classy for a second. This is my go-to watch. I'm not a big jewelry person, not a big accessory person, but I do love Daniel Wellington watches. These you can customize to kind of be whatever you want. I went for the black base with the gold and a black band. You can literally pick from anything. I have another one too that's like a brown leather with a white backing, and they're awesome. Any outfit you want, any occasion, if you're going out to an event, if you're just going to dinner, if you're just going down the street, slaps right on, instantly makes you look classy, and then you know what time it is too, which is kind of cool. Next, candle. I travel a lot, like I said, and I feel like when you travel, you're in hotel rooms, it's maybe not the most homey vibe, you're at the whim of housekeeping as to like whether or not things are tidy or if your towels are fresh or what's happening. So I like to carry around candles, Myers candles to be exact. This one is the Iowa Pine Scent. It's a holiday special, but I like buy 20 of these when they come out and then I stock them for the whole year. Basically smells like a forest. Throw it in my bag with me. I'll put it in my room when I get home after a long day on set. Light this up. It feels like I'm right back at home. Makes the room smell good. Also, it's just relaxing. So definitely check one of these out. This guy. We all know what this is. I don't even think I need to say what this is. Sometimes you're just on the go. You need a little something extra. This is what this flask is for. This is a Stanley flask. Pretty rad. I actually bought this when I was in Utah at the High West Distillery, which is a really, really awesome distillery. If you're ever up there, I would check it out. They do a lot of really good whiskeys, like American bourbon whiskeys. I just like this too because you don't even necessarily have to put alcohol in here. If you just need a little quick bit of some sort of liquid, it'll keep it hot, it'll keep it cold, always on the go. It's super durable. You could like smack it against anything. Nothing's gonna happen to it. For me, I also love to camp too, so this is a great alternative to having to carry around a big flask. Easy, put it in a pocket, conceal it, whatever you need to get into. I'm not gonna judge you, but you can use it. This guy, Cards Against Humanity, we've all heard about it. It's like the out there game for you to be a terrible person and not be ashamed of it. Terrible I use loosely because this is pretty much my personality in a box. When I'm on location and I don't really know people or I'm on a new show or I just am out with friends and I'm just bored and I want to have a good night, I'll pop this game out. I'll see who has the absolute worst brain in them, and then I'll keep them as my best friend till the end of time. It's such a fun game to find people who think like you if you're sort of a little bit dry and sarcastic and a little on the wrong end of things. Just fun, it's silly, it passes time. You don't have to take it seriously. It's a great icebreaker if you're like alone with strangers and you're trying to get to know each other. And it's, I don't know, it'll make you laugh, honestly. Check this out. If you don't have it, absolutely check it out. They have expander packs now. There's like different varieties of Cards Against Humanity, but I think the OG cards is the way to go. And then last but not least, oh my goodness, this weird looking thing is actually one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me. It's called the backnobber. This is the backnobber 2 actually. Just looking at it, you wouldn't really know. I actually learned about this from a cameraman on one of my shows. He was a Steadicam operator who basically wears this big rig across his body and a camera that hangs off of him and he moves it around. So he's carrying all this weight on him 24/7. His neck was always out, his shoulder is always out. He takes one of these, literally throws it around his shoulder like this, holds it on a pressure point, gets that knot out, takes it off, feels better. I carry this with me everywhere because sleeping on planes, being on set, I get thrown into walls, I have to shoot guns, I'm like running down the hall, I'm constantly hurting myself for no reason. This is the perfect way to do it. And if you're traveling, which is even better, it breaks down into 2 little pieces, put it like this, fits right in your bag, never even know it's there. So basically, take this little coat, always keep it on top because if you get cold, you need the jacket right there. Just zip this thing up. Good to go. Travel essentials right here.